Let me see, a bunch of stuff we're going to get to here. A new call from East Coast Bob.
Oh, nice.
Let me hear what Bob's got to say. He just sent me a note saying, I just called CNN headline news. So I'll just pull this up and we'll see what the hell this is. It's loading right now. Okay.
Bob is holding from California. There we go. Okay, Bob, you have the floor.
Hi, Rochelle. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, we can, buddy. You go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it's a states' right saying, the less alcohol we have, the better. Out here in Sacramento, California, there was a article that came out about Don Geronimo and KTK. He said that he could masturbate and hit the ceiling with the string and explodes.
Well, I'm not even sure all you said, but I think part of it I don't want to know. So, okay. Let me get some Facebook. Facebook's safe because we can screen that, right?
Yes,
okay, let me read some comments from Zachary. What do you think? Call us 1-877-TELL-HLN. Email tina.com/HLN. Send us a tweet. Twitter.com/HLNTV. And Susan, we'll be riding that delay button a little bit better now. Don't try that again.
Yeah, we sure will.
All right, East Coast Bob, you're the man.
Awesome.
Thank you so much. I might want to hear that a second time.
Yes, please.
Just to get the subtle nuances.
Such a great story.
I
like all the new stuff. It's wonderful. But never get rid of the him.
I went to the hymen.
That comes from him.
As always, I go to hymen, which comes from him.
With all the births.
And now I can't even find what that stupid thing is. Here we go.
Bob is holding from California. There we go. Okay, Bob, you have the floor.
Hi, Rochelle. Can you hear me?
Absolutely, we can, buddy. You go for it.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it's a states' right saying, the less alcohol we have, the better. Out here in Sacramento, California, there was a article that came out about Don Geronimo and KTK. He said that he could masturbate and hit the ceiling with his string and explode.
Well, I'm not even sure all you said, but I think part of it I don't want to know. So, okay.
That's so awesome.
Let me get some Facebook. Because we can screen that, right? Okay, let me read some comments from Zachary. What do you think?
That is just awesome. Thank you very hard. East Coast Bob. He's the guy who used to call the Larry King Show a lot and then mention our name. So I thank him for that. And here's one of East Coast Bob's calls from the old Don and Mike show to Larry King.
I think the Petersons have money.
They do?
They do. The father is in business. They employ a lot of people. They live in Rancho Santa Fe. They have money. Esparto, California. Hello.
Larry King, my question is for Joe Ellen. Joe Ellen, from where you're sitting, does it look like Larry paints his bald spot the Don and Mike show?
What?
A very intelligent question, sir. I know Don and Mike, and of course, one of them fell out of the crib as a child, as I remember when they were in Washington. I think the other one pushed him. I think they know each other since childhood, but I have no idea what he's talking about. But a very good question, sir. It shows that you're really keen on things, and I'm glad you waited an hour to ask it. I have no idea what he's talking about. What do you expect? Make a prediction, Ted. What's going to happen tomorrow?
I really, quite honestly, don't know, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this judge decides to do. I know that
from East Coast.
The guy he went to was probably laughing off Mike.
This one, I don't know if it's about me or my old show, but here's another East Coast Bob call to Larry King.
Saddam will stay in Iraq.
Sacramento, California. Hello.
Larry King, I want to commend you on your choice of suspenders tonight.
It is black.
I know it. That's quality, though. This money that belongs to the Iraqi people, can they get that back from Saddam? And are we going to get Don and Mike on the Armed Forces radio over in Iraq?
Good question. That's a good question. Nick, I'm sorry, Nick. Christopher, can they get the money some way to send that money back to the people?
Look how flustered he was.
The United States... The United States, believe me, is tracking that money almost as
that's it. I got one more East Coast Bob call here, not from Larry King, but this is East Coast Bob calling Good Day Sacramento. Don't even know what this one is about.
Absolutely. All right, Stephen's on the line now. Good morning, Stephen. What's your question?
Yeah, I'd like to ask the doctor if he was aware of some of the side effects of the pen, such as psoriasis, vaginal discharge, and some kind of mucous membrane on the lips.
Are those side effects of the pen?
Those are not usually encountered side effects that I've seen. The most commonly encountered side effects are the pharmacologic effects of the drug. Raises the heart rate and makes you feel very tremulous. That's a transient phenomenon, usually gone in 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay. Is this dose of this pen? It also comes in one for children.
Well, that's all he got. It was just the very beginning. God, my God, he's got a million prank calls.
He's awesome.
There he is calling CNN. Again, I don't know what this is about. It's just East Coast Bob.
And welcome back to Free for All Friday. We're talking about that Texas woman who police say left a homeless man to die while trapped inside the windshield of her car. Bob, you're in California standing by. What do you have to say?
Yeah, there's a local talk show host out here in Sacramento, Kid Chris, and he was trying to minimize the whole effect because he had some kind of a mangina infection on his lower limb. You know anything about that?
What are you talking about, Bob?
The body that was...
I think Bob's a crackpot.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna clip his phone call right about now. Let's get back to you guys.
Oh, too awesome! Too awesome! Yeah, East Coast Bob is the man from way back in. So I do thank him. I do thank him very hard for that. Let's do this right now here, Johnny. 1:16, good guy time. I got all the East Coast Bob tapes going together at one time. And then he said the same exhausted tape. All right. Thank you, East Coast Bob. Glad you're part of the show again. Hello, Michael. You're on KHTK Radio, Don Geronimo Show. Hello, buddy. Hey, how are you?